This is a spoken word poem. It's called Lost, Not Found. It's not. Every time I try to widen the circle, they always keep me in check. Run my finger through the files like this, you caught me red-handed again. I've got it for you, but that isn't news yet. Give us a minute, let me be clearer, clear it up, it isn't up to me. So if you're down, I'm down. I fall for all my friends, they are the prettiest. I don't really fuck with strangers, enemies or traitors. I fall for all my friends, they are intelligent. I know I got a lot left to learn, so let me dive into your world head first. Keep reliving every cycle, losing credibility, I might call FICO. I can't stay away from you, baby, that's the truth. Yeah, got me thinking like a child. Give me more attention till it's not your style. You don't need a new excuse to do what you gotta do. Yeah, I fall for all my friends, they are the prettiest. I don't really fuck with strangers, enemies or traitors. I fall for all my friends, they are intelligent. I know I got a lot left to learn, so let me dive into your world head first. Na 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 na. So let me dive into your world head first. Na 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 na. Na, 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 na. So let me dive into your world head first. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know that I'm gonna keep the door closed, maybe even keep the window locked and hide away the keys behind the curtains, baby. Gone out, never gonna second guess now. Don't know if I really felt how I really thought infatuation can be deadly. It's not you, it's the thing you remind me that I do. It's the way that I take it with the mood upside down, barely there. It almost scares me. Great, on our own wouldn't have it anyway, other than holding on without a flame. Throw out the chemistry, still solid pairing. No need making it all dramatic. Every heartbreak's elastic, even if the healing took some time. I swear it's worth it. Don't read into it much, not all things need to be all that deep. Breathe, just because you're hung up doesn't mean that it's not you. It's the thing you remind me that I do. It's the way that I take it with the mood upside down, barely there. It almost scares me. Great, on our own wouldn't have it anyway, other than holding on without a flame. Throw out the chemistry, still solid pairing. There's no on the fence, it's all love, no pretense. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Doesn't have to be a complicated mess. Unattached, but still it's not so bad. You know that I'm gonna keep the door closed, maybe even keep the window locked and hide away the key. It's not you, it's the thing you remind me that I do. It's the way that I take it with the mood upside down, barely there. It almost scares me. Great, on our own wouldn't have it anyway, other than holding on without a flame. Throw out the chemistry, still solid pairing. Still a solid pairing. Throw out the chemistry, chemistry, still solid pairing.
So we're here with Rosie Gold, Ian, as I know you.
Yes.
Is that public information, Ian?
That is public information,
Okay, cool.
yes. That is on my LinkedIn page.
All right. So what you got going on this year?
But first, a word from our sponsors. I'm currently up to writing more music, as most artists are, trying to figure out which ones I'm going to be recording for myself and recording for other artists. It is going to be something that I look forward to doing more of in the coming year. It is just a process, and it's fun to write with friends and do all that together. Yes, that is the end of my sentence.
I like an intro like that because now, for whenever we edit this, to try to get a camera angle that's not going to have me just cracking up while you're answering your question.
Sorry, okay, this is very serious. This is to get the clickbait in the intro and the podcast that you see.
Yeah, rule number 1 for the podcast is have fun. So.
Absolutely. I agree.
All right.
This is me getting my posture.
Well, now we readjust, literally.
Yes.
No.
What is the next question, sir?
All right. So the next question, now that you've answered what you got going on music-wise for this year, is what do you want to tell the podcast audience?
I thought that was the last question. Oh my gosh, now I'm not ready. So, good way to mix it up.
Like a politician, you can answer any question that you feel like
understand.
answering instead of the actual question.
So actually, my favorite lyric that I've ever written. What I'd like to tell the audience is, this is a serious one. Regardless of anything that you're currently pursuing, whether it's music, whether it is politics, whether it is mechanic, whether it is anything particularly, if you truly do want it, you will find every reason to do it. If you don't really want it, maybe in the moment, you will find every reason not to do it. So you might think that you want to be a mechanic, be a Chick-fil-A franchise owner, or a musician. You will find every reason to do it. And if you don't, then you just don't want it. That's kind of like my hot take.
All right. So you dodged to the first question of what you got going on this year. So want to tell us?
Oh, I did answer. I said that I want to write with more people.
Want to write with more
I would love to write with more people. Any listeners, you can just hit me up on the Instagram or TikTok or Threads or X at This Is Rosie Gold. And I love to meet new people, write with new people, and write for new people. And I do basically like pop rock, pop. And it's a lot of fun trying to exercise that part of my brain for other people and myself and other topics.
Do you have any songs coming out this year? Or
I would have some songs coming out this year once I have them recorded, but the plan is to have a couple. I'm recording with a couple people right now, and we'll see if that comes out under me or comes out under someone else, but there are some works in the process. It's just deciding what kind of matches the vibe that I want to go for the next portion of my project.
Are you able to talk about any of those?
The first song that I sang tonight, All My Friends, was recorded with someone I met at Helping Our Music Evolve in East Nashville, otherwise known as Home. His producer name is Pimp Fried Rice, and it is a fun song that I'm looking forward to finalizing because it's in those stages. The second song I'm still looking to record, but yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of songs that I'm really looking forward to recording.
And with the fake intro that you did at the beginning, do you have any interest in helping to host an episode of the podcast?
Yes. Clip it.
So yeah, we are looking for guest hosts for the podcast. So if someone is interested in helping to host an episode,
I'd like to nominate Quarter Black Band to host the podcast. It's like what's that challenge oh my gosh. No, I was like, it's like the Ice Bucket Challenge. But not. It's like hosting the podcast. It's hosting the podcast.
All right. Then, so any random questions that you just want to answer?
Wait, you were going to ask me my favorite lyric?
Well, that's the next one that I was going to ask you.
Wait, what was the question?
Just any,
Answer any question.
Any question that you would want to have answered.
10 T-Rex sized puppies. I would rather attack me than fight 100 puppy-sized T-Rexes. 10 T-Rex-sized puppies I would rather fight
I like that's the question that you chose to answer. So last question. Favorite lyric and least favorite lyric, or
This is
either of those.
I was thinking about this while I was sitting because I wasn't the first one up, thankfully. My favorite lyric is the entire second verse of the song that I wrote called Incongruent. It is a sad one. This is a serious. The whole second verse is losing you was syncopated, delayed, and worked into every heartbeat. You were emblematic of the crumbs I kept accepting. Truthfully, it wasn't really you, but if the fading took itself and threw it in reverse, I'd take it. Even when the credits roll, think there's another chapter. Picked up a habit of sticking around until after. Setting expectations only leads to a disaster. Now I set myself up so that I'm the only factor. I just was on it when I was writing that verse. I was just very proud about it.
Yeah. I've heard that song. It's a great song.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will be sharing that at some point. I don't know which episode of the pod that will be.
Well,
and my least favorite lyric is the very first song that I wrote called One Bullet Left when I was 14 years old. It was one bullet left, and if I can't pass the test, I'll take the shot for you. Not referring to alcohol.
Dang.
Yeah, it was angsty. It's a 14-year-old. It was very sad.
Well, on that note, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you, Trevor Tobin, for hosting the podcast at Trevor_Tobin.
Yeah, something like that.
Are you sure?
It's all good.
Be sure to subscribe to our Patreon. Thank you for listening. Sponsored by HelloFresh and BetterHelp. If you